And welcome to RTF Sports Talk in Just for Clicks. I am Michael Buckheister. I am the host of Just for Clicks, and I am one half or one third of RTF Sports Talk, depending on what time you guys have tuned in to us. But currently, I am half of it. But for here in the next month or two, RTF is making some slow transitions, rebuilding of what we've been building on in the past here. So I am going to take over both shows, and I am going to do what I do best, and that is just, talk some sports with everybody today. So the stream is going a little wonky right now. We are recording this, so it will definitely be up and live here shortly after. So I definitely apologize for everybody that is tuning in the live stream here. But if you are listening to us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Google Podcast, Stitcher, Breaker, Speaker, Castbox, wherever you are following the podcast, be sure to go ahead and follow the podcast, obviously. Give us a ranking and just let us know how we are doing. So, like I said, I am Michael Buckheister, and I am normally just the host of Just for Clicks, and I'm half of RTF Sports Talk. So, guys, let's just get right into it. We're going to start with the biggest news, probably, I guess, in my opinion. Kareem Hunt has signed with the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland Browns says they have come out and said everybody deserves a second chance, and Kareem Hunt has taken the steps to become a great player in the NFL again. Well, truth be told, Cleveland Browns, he never lost a step. He was cut by the Chiefs because of the backlash of us fans were going to give the Kansas City Chiefs. But obviously, we don't really care. It is, what have you done for us now lately? And Kareem Hunt, you've been, dotting your I's and crossing your T's, and Cleveland thinks you are their guy. They did sign him to a 1-year deal, so he would be a free agent at the end of the 2019 season. But the biggest question that I have, the biggest concerns that I have so far is, Kareem Hunt was signed to the exact place of where this incident happened, Cleveland, Ohio. I believe he is from Cleveland, Ohio, if I'm not mistaken. With that being said, it is kind of concerning to me that you want to go back to the exact same place of where all this took place, in Cleveland, Ohio. So hopefully, Kareem Hunt, you do well in Cleveland. I hope you have an MVP caliber season, because at the end of that 2019 season, guess who's going to come knocking? Kansas City Chiefs are going to come knocking, my friend, and you are going to become a Super Bowl champion. You hear me? Super Bowl champion. So after this 2019 season, come back to KC. We as fans, me as a fan, have been wanting you to come back the whole time. We cut you. I'm speaking in the terms of the Chiefs here. We cut you just to kind of protect our ass at the end of the day, I guess. You should have come out and told us exactly what happened. But you know what? Shit happens. We don't care. And you know what? Winning cures all, my man. Winning cures all. So let's move on. Speaking of the Kansas City Chiefs here, Mr. Bob Sutton, defensive coordinator for Kansas City Chiefs, he was fired because the Kansas City Chiefs defense sucked. It was the worst defense I have seen in a very, very long time. Playoff game, we knew the slant was coming. Little 5-yard slant, Tom Brady to Edelman. It couldn't be stopped. Bob Sutton, you made no adjustments to fix that, to stop that. And it's crazy to me, but Bob Sutton has been hired by the Atlanta Falcons as a senior assistant. I'm really not for sure what that role entails, but I do know that he will be on the Atlanta Falcons coaching staff as a senior assistant. Is that on the defensive side of the ball, offensive side of the ball? Just an overall assistant. I don't really know, but I'm assuming since he was a defensive coordinator, he'd be on the defensive side of the ball as well as a senior assistant. All that being said, it doesn't help the Falcons one bit. Bob Sutton, you are a horrible defensive coordinator, and uh, we cannot help you, my friend. It was so painful to watch the Kansas City defense last year. You had a couple bright spots in that playoff game versus the Colts. You guys looked fairly decent. Keyword there, decent. Still the worst defense in the playoffs. I believe 31st overall, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know who was behind you. Maybe the Cardinals, but it was horrible to watch. It was hard to watch. So Bob Sutton, we wish you nothing but the luck, but get the heck out of Kansas City. We don't want you here no more. Don't call me no more. Don't text me no more. Hell no. Sticking in the NFL here. You guys know by now the Heisman Trophy winner from the Oklahoma University, Kyler Murray. He tweeted out yesterday, speaking of the Twitter, go ahead and hit me on the old Twitter machines there, mbuck41. Once we get this internet thing figured out, we'll be live streaming on the YouTube's RTF Sports Talk. Be sure to go ahead and follow that page, subscribe to it, give us a like it, share it with a couple friends. We'll get this whole internet thing figured out. I'm having to work off my laptop right now because it is raining like cats and dogs outside, and I have to wait out to the studio, and it's not going to happen today. So like I said, Kyler Murray, Heisman Trophy winner from the Oklahoma University. They are the Sooners, Boomer Sooners, whatever the heck that means. He had tweeted out yesterday that he is fully committed to the NFL. What does that mean for his major league career? Well, the Oakland Rays are still going to maintain his rights, but he has to forfeit the $1.3 million right now. So as of February 12th, 2019, he owes the Oakland A's $1.3 million. Then he owes the rest of his $5 million signing bonus that he took. So that'd be $3.16 million. That's owed by March 1st. So hopefully he put that away somewhere. Maybe the agent that he is with is going to give him a little leeway. You know, like, hey man, like, let me borrow some money, you know, because the agent is going to be making a lot more money when he goes to the first round of the NFL draft anyways. So with that being said, we did have a poll on the YouTube channel. 2019 football season, will Kyler Murray start? Go ahead and vote in that poll there. There's a little exclamation point up at the top of the screen there. Go ahead and click on it. Yes or no. I like to hear your thoughts down in the comments below as well. So the question of the day, the topic of the day, will Kyler Murray start in the 2019 NFL football season? My personal opinion, no, he will not. I don't think he will go in the top 15 in the NFL draft. He will drop down to a team that doesn't really need a quarterback, so he has time to groom. He has time to be the Aaron Rodgers effect, or even the Tom Brady effect. If you guys don't remember, Tom Brady got to sit behind Drew Bledsoe for a couple years until Drew Bledsoe got hurt. Bone rain for Tom Brady to jump in there. The rest is history. Aaron Rodgers stepped behind Brett Favre for 4 or 5 years, if I'm not mistaken, and you see how that turned out. So an ideal situation for Kyler Murray is he goes to a team that doesn't need a quarterback right this minute. Packers. That would be a great fit. You know, granted, Aaron Rodgers is a little bit taller than Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray is a whopping 5'10" and a half, I do believe. We'll figure that all out at the combine here pretty soon. He looks very, very short. So maybe he is the successor in Miami. You know, I did see a mock draft pick. I believe it was Todd McShay had him going. What was it, 14th or 15th to Miami. I'm not for sure if Kyler Murray is that type of person that can carry the load of a franchise on him right now, right this second, right now. But I wish him nothing but the best. me and Grant Hefe, Billy Hatton. Be sure to follow him on Twitter as well. His is in the comments or in the description. We went back and forth. Billy was definitely hell bent on Kyler Murray going to the Major League Baseball system, and I was like, you know what? Go play the NFL. Follow your heart. Because let's be honest, who wants to sit on a rackety old bus for 9 months a year when you can be living luxury in the NFL? You are going to be you're going to be a first round draft pick. You have a guaranteed contract, or a guaranteed spot on the team. You'll be flying around airplanes. You have this beautiful face. Everybody will know who you are. Nobody's going to care about you kicking around in the minors. You might be making $7-8 million in the minors. Cool. You still got to ride on a piece of crap bus. Your ass is going to be road raw, and nobody's going to really know who you are. At some point, you might sprinkle up into the majors. I'm like, oh yeah, that was that Heisman Trophy winner from Oklahoma. Yada yada yada. Look at Tim Tebow. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So guys, just for clicks here, we usually have a bunch of sound effects going on. I am a very, very raw individual. I speak my mind. Don't really watch my language that much. So if you hear a few curse words slip out and you're not used to that, if you're joining us on the RTF Sports Talk side of things, I'm definitely sorry. But that is just who I am. If you do like it, be sure to go ahead and go over to Just for Clicks podcast and give me a follow. That would be very, very highly appreciated. A ranking as well, preferably 5 stars. But the NFL season is kind of behind us, or in some states, starting to heat up here. You know, the draft is just I don't know, what was it today? It's in mid-April, so 2 months away, we'll say, give or take. Then the football talk starts all over. But right now, it is NBA. Let's jump over to the association. The 76ers are 2-0 since the trade deadline. Billy Hatton asked me this question on Monday, and he asked me, are the 76ers now the favorites in the East? Are they going to represent the East in the NBA Finals? I said, no, they're not. And there goes my dog going crazy. McGraw, hush. This is all live and uncut, guys. We don't care. But McGraw was being a bad boy, barking at some people across the street. So, Philadelphia Sixers favorite in the East? No, they're not. You guys have to understand this. This East is really, really deep right now. They have the Raptors. They have the Bucks. I believe they are the number 2 ranked power ranked team so far in the NBA. And then you still have the Raptors. And let's not forget about the Pacers. The Pacers are currently ranked. What are they? They are 3rd in the East right now. The Indiana Pacers are ranked 3rd in the East right now, even after injury of Oladipo. Me and myself, Billy, both said, write them off. Their season is over. It is done. They may not even make the playoffs. They're doing even better now, guys. They jumped from the 5th to the third seed. Okay, Bucks are number 1. Believe the Raptors are number 2. Pacers are 3. The Sixers are 4, and then you have 5. The Celtics. Any of those top 6 teams could definitely represent the East in the NBA championship in the finals, but it's not going to be the 76ers. Let's see here. They're probably, I don't know. My gut is telling me that they're going to lose in the second round. They don't have the experience. They don't have the depth. And it just, as my friend on other podcasts, Matthew Lyle says, you have to learn how to win before you can be put in that situation. And the 76ers don't know how to win. They trusted the process for so long, aka tanking, aka losing, aka sucking, that when push comes to shove, they don't know how to win. yes, these most of these kids won in college. JJ Redick, the list goes on and on. The only one that didn't really win in college is Ben Simmons, and he's still a pretty darn good player. But this team just doesn't know how to win yet, and it's just my gut is telling me that they will not make it out of the second round. So the question that was arose: are they the best team in the East? Are they going to represent the East in the NBA Finals? No, they're not. Sorry, Billy, they're not. Matthew, they're not. They're horrible. They're going to lose in the second round. Speaking of the association still, now that the trade deadline is past us, it is a couple days past now, almost 4 or 5 days. The dust has started to settle. But now the NBA is coming out attacking the Pelicans. If you guys remember correctly, the Pelicans said that Anthony Davis will not play for us for the rest of the year. We're just going to sit him down, not ruffle any feathers. He's just going to go about it. NBA has come out and said they will fine the New Orleans Pelicans $100,000 a game every game that Anthony Davis sits. Did you hear that? $100,000 every game Anthony Davis sits. So I'm assuming that's every game. If he's injured, let's go ahead and air quote that. If he's injured, if he's not feeling well, if he's sick, well, whatever. So anytime Anthony Davis sits out, there's going to be a little caution, like, oh, is he really sitting out? Whatever. So this, I'm totally fine with that. I think I really think that the NBA is just hoping that Anthony Davis stays in New Orleans, keeps them a relevant team. Because let's face it, if Anthony Davis isn't there, who cares about New Orleans as a basketball team? They might as well just become the Seattle Seahawks, or not. I'm sorry, the Seattle Supersonics. Because New Orleans is, I don't know. When I think of New Orleans, I don't think basketball. Especially even with Anthony Davis there. When I think New Orleans right now, first thing that comes to my mind, Saints. Excuse me. So sorry. So that's what I really think the NBA is doing there is they're trying to make New Orleans a somewhat relevant basketball team still. So then my brain started to spin. When I saw this, my brain started to spin. I'm like, so isn't this a double standard? So if the NBA is wanting to fine the Pelicans $100,000 a game that Anthony Davis sits out, what happens when the Spurs rest their players? Couple years ago when they were pretty well locked into the fourth or third seed, they sat Tim Duncan, they sat Manu, they sat Kawhi, they sat. They basically sat their whole top 6, top 7 players. They brought up a bunch of G players and they played. Well, why didn't they get fined for sitting players? Why didn't who else sits players? When LeBron was last couple of years when he sat out and just rested because he didn't want to play because he's tired, just keep him healthy for the playoffs. How come the Cavaliers didn't get fined $100,000? It just, I see that as a double standard. Like, hey, you can say you were going to sit your star player, but we're going to slap you on the hand saying, no, that's bad. But when you just do it, it's okay. It's kind of like tanking. Like, it's okay to tank if you don't talk about it, if you don't say it. It's a very double standard, and it's kind of ridiculous at the end of the day. The Pelicans, they can do whatever the F they want. If they want to sit their top 5 guys for the rest of the season, let them do it. It doesn't matter. It's their season. It's their money. Yeah, NBA might have some type of product to save. Man, I got a sore throat. Sorry, darn allergies are kicking my butt today. So, like I was saying, the Pelicans can sit whoever they want. They can play whoever they whoever they want. They aren't going to make the playoffs. So, what does really the NBA matter? Why do they care? They're not going to make the playoffs. If they do, they're going to get blown out in the first round. They're going to get swept. Anthony Davis, when he does play, he's only going to give 80%. He's not going to hustle up and down the court. He's going to try to score some points, maybe get a couple rebounds. If a ball is loose on the court, you're not going to see him diving for it. You're not going to see him scrape an elbow, sprain an ankle. Forget that. He has $200 million to make when he gets traded to L.A. or when he gets traded to Boston. Then what? Oh, you guys can't trade him. We're going to fine you $3 million because Anthony Davis only gave 80% the last 25 games of the season. I mean, come on. At the end of the day, you guys cannot fine the Pelicans for sitting a player. You cannot fine a NBA team, period, for sitting a player, for resting a player, for putting a player on the injured reserve list. We have to say injured reserve list because disabled is not appropriate for this day and age because it is making fun of kids with disabilities, apparently. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, there's an article through the Major League saying that they are changing the disabled list to the injured reserve list for this politically correct world that we live on. Got 2 words for you guys. Grow the F up. That's 3 words, but whatever. So, at the end of the day, it's a double standard that the NBA is setting for the Pelicans right now. They are saying it is okay if you just do it and don't say it. Just like tanking. Guys, this is just for clicks. This is RTF Sports Talk. Guys, be sure to subscribe to the RTF Productions YouTube page. There's RTF Productions. Subscribe to the RTF Sports Talk page. Yeah, be sure to subscribe. Be sure to like all the content. The RTF Productions page has all the podcasts that the RTF Productions company helps produce, helps push out there. Our newest one, Saint Street and Barbershop Talk. Very good guys, very funny guys. Be sure to check them out. But guys, I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be live on the YouTubes, 10 o'clock on the AM side, 10 o'clock to 10:15, depending on the traffic. Traffic was horrible on the way here. So give us a check. We will put the event live. Be sure to hit that bell, get a little ding dong ding, and we go live. But we out.